Hi everyone. I'll just make a small adjustment to the camera here. Down a little bit. Here we go. Oh, a bit too much. Oh dear. Here we go. Okay. Right, good to see you. Hope you're well. Is that camera on there? Just make sure it's good. Oh dear, teething problems. Never mind. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, I think we're there. Good. Okay. Yes. So welcome to this session. We're going through some slow practice today. Now, I think the slow practice is great done slowly, but you can also do exactly the same things a little bit with a bit more speed, and that's a great effect as well. All right. So let's begin with a warm up. We'll bow. Good. I'm going to just on side and close to get ourselves warmed up. Yeah. So these exercises, you need to start slowly, get your body moving, get your blood flowing. I hope you've all done the beginner's course, because that gives you a nice grounding in what we want to do, what we want to achieve. And remember that the most important thing in these sessions is that we're being active. You know, we're using this combat art to combat inactivity. You're right, I want you to step forward and step back again. And keep your knees nice and soft. So when you step forward there and step back, using these quad muscles in your thighs, and you're not jarring your knees or your hips or anything. Just nice and steady, nice and careful. That's good. Just lightly jogging your feet on your toes like this on the bottom of your feet. Just gently push your arms out in front of you. Good, nice and steady. Good. Right, now I want you to lift your knee and bring your elbow across. Try and meet it on each side. Nice and steady. So remember, I love having you work with me. As you can see, I'm working from my home today. Usually, or often at the studio. But I thought, as it's a home training session, it'd be nice if I worked from home. And we're all in the same boat, as it were. You're just light on your toes again. Push your hands together nice and gently to get your shoulders warmed up a bit. Yeah, so you're in my home today, and hopefully will inspire you to work in your home. Right, pull. And push. It's all very well me saying you can do these things at home, and then it's me working out in a nice martial arts studio. But if I'm working from my home as well, then you can see that it's possible. Well, you don't need very much space. So, as you know, I've designed all of this stuff, just so one on forward. I've designed all of these sessions to be performed in a 2 meter by 2 meter area, so nothing's going to take much space. And backwards, because I appreciate we don't all have lots of space. As I started to say a moment ago, my greatest pleasure would be if you guys managed to get yourself to an actual class local to yourself, and experience more of the benefits of doing martial arts with a group, because that's really lovely. Give yourself a nice instructor and become part of the group. That's good. But in the meantime, let's do some nice work here between us. And we'll make some progress. Right, we'll put your left leg forward and we'll do some knee swings. Right, so the idea of this is to loosen up my glutes, my bottom muscles, and the top part of my hamstrings. Right, so I'm just going to swing up 10 times. Not too hard, not too violently. Just get that moving. It's always good using your leg muscles because obviously I've lost count now. Good, I suppose like about 10 to the other side. Always good using your leg muscles because they're large and make a big demand on your blood supply. It gets your heart going, gets your lungs going. Yeah, so it's always good to get those leg muscles going first. Right, so we'll do opening the gate now. So I want you to lift up your leg and gently pull it outwards. Up and out to the side. Good, and you should just feel it, just work your abductor on the inside of your thigh each time you lift up and out. Good, right, that's nice. I'll just point my trousers up a bit more. Alright, so let's put our left leg in front again. We'll do straight leg swings. When I keep your legs straight, it's a lot more challenging to swing your leg when it's straight. So start low and then gradually allow your leg to get higher as you get to 10. Right, so I'll count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Just loosen that up a bit. Just move around a bit. Get ourselves loose. Good. Right, so today we're going to do some slow practice. And I like slow practice because it enables us to take a bit more time, be a little bit more precise, if you like. And it's really good exercise. It's really good movement. I agree, if you like, or I would suggest it's less effective as a combat art, a combat movement, but it depends what the combat is for, isn't it? You know, as I said, this art really is designed to combat inactivity, so it's perfect for that. It's perhaps not so great in self-defense, unless when we're doing that slow movement, we stay nice and precise. Right, so let's start really simply. I'm going to place your feet about twice as wide apart as your shoulders. Yeah, so this is shoulder width, same with the shoulders. We go twice as wide as that. Bend your knees a little bit, not too much. Don't put too much strain on the system. Try and keep your back fairly upright. So if I stand sideways up, you don't need to do this, stick your bum out. Just sit down, relax. Let your back stay fairly upright. Good. Now I want you to pull one hand back, this way with your palm up. We're going to place the other one out in front of us like this, with our palm down. Right, so we're going to do some slow punching from here. So we're just going to change our hands over. This one goes out, this one comes back. Right, so we just go 1, 2, and just extend your arm all the way out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, so just relax for a second. Good. Now, depending on how much exercise you normally do, you may feel that in your thighs, or it may be okay. You may think, whatever is on about, it's a piece of cake, no problem at all. Right? So it's going to be different for everyone. it's good to get the blood into your legs. So let's do a few more leg swings and get our legs loosened up a bit more. Right, so just place your left leg forward again. Now this time we're just swinging upwards and outwards. Right, so we're involving the adductors in the swing as well now. And remember, start small, and if you're comfortable and everything feels okay, then just increase the height and the outward swing as well. Right, so we'll do 10 each side. I can do again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, change that to the other leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, right, so let's go back to that same stance, the same leg position. We'll do some variations with our hands. Yeah, and then we'll do some movements with our legs as well. But let's do one thing at a time, right? So let's put those feet wide. What we call this horse riding stance. Obviously, your legs wide, sitting on a horse, holding the reins in this way. If you want to make this more challenging, sit down lower. Less challenging, come up a bit more. Your core, remember. Right, so I'm going to start with one hand pulled back. And this time I'm going to have this hand in a block. So imagine this hand is come across to push out technique that's coming towards me. I'm just pushing that away this way. We call this a side block. And all I'm going to do is just change those hands over. So I'm going to 1, 2, 2, nice and slowly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Okay. Well, I don't know how many we did there, but I thought it would probably be about 10. And as you can see, by the ease, by the way I got up, it's just starting to make my legs work, make them activated. So it may be doing yours more or less, or whatever. It doesn't really matter as long as we're all working ourselves and you're all comfortable with the amount of work you're doing. All right, so let's do another leg swing exercise because increased mobility, but lots of movement as well. Right, so we need to put your hand out to the side. We can swing this leg up and just allow your toes to point upwards as you get near the top of your swing. Now you can bring your hand down a bit so you get your make contact if you want, or you can keep your hand high and just swing your leg so that it does or doesn't reach your hand. Take it steady, don't go crazy. I haven't counted, so that's about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, other side, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely, all right, good. So from this horse riding position, we can do all sorts of blocks. So if we made the position again, we could do an upper block. So if you just start with one hand above the other, and then with the lower hand, just push up this way, so that your hand is above your head, sort of protects your head from a downward strike. And pull the other hand back, because we call this one is the hikata, that's the pulling hand. We'll probably get onto that stuff later, but don't worry too much about it for the moment. Just pull back. What didn't we on? Let's say 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. All right, good stuff. So you can use any blocks with any stance. So this horse riding stance is a very static position. So you can do downward block, upper block, side block, punch, as we did. You can do any hand techniques, any hand strikes. So as you learn more and more strikes, you could just make that static horse riding stance and practice any of those hand strike shapes that you wish from that stance. And it's quite a good way to build up the strength in your legs and your glutes. Right, so let's be a little bit more dynamic. I want us to step forward with one leg, so we push ourselves forward and then come back again. So if I stand sideways, you'll be able to see perhaps my feet and all of me a bit more. So I'm going to step forward this way, push myself forward. This is my, someone pushed my car stance. It's broken down. So you get behind the car, you get your hands on the boot, be like this, ready to push, yeah? So back leg is locked, front knee is bent, I'm pushing this way. So all I want us to do is step into that stance and step back again. Right, so we'll start like this, and step forward with one leg, into the stance, and come back again. And step forward with the other leg, into the stance, and back. Ready, and again, step in, and back. And in, and back. And in, and back. And in, and back. Now, you're moving you're working your muscles in a much more dynamic way. Rather than being static, so you go into a position, you hold that position. That's good, that's a good workout. But this is a dynamic thing. So you're going into the stance, your muscles have to respond, they have to take up the strain, they have to hold the position, and then when you want to push back, you have to push back in. So it's good because you're working in contraction and the opposite of contraction, whatever the opposite of contraction is. I can't think of a moment. Right, so your muscles are working as they extend, slowing you down, and then they contract to push you back. It's good. Right, now, from there, let's add a hand technique into that. So let's do downward block. Now, depending how particular we want to be, we can either say, right, we're going to do a nice flow, we're going to step in and block down, we're going to do it with the correct form. So you can say a downward block should always begin on top and come down, and you use the longest amount of travel. So from all the way up here down to all the way down low. Yeah, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. And of course, nobody can see what you're doing. So you can be as precise or as casual as you like. The correct way to do it would be to always block with the hand that's on top. We're going to alternate that, of course. All right, so I'm going to step towards the screen. I'm going to put my left hand on top. I'm going to step forward with my left leg. I'm going to block down. I'm going to step back. Put my right hand on top. Step forward and block down. And step back. Put my left hand on top. Step forward and block down. And step back. Right hand on top. Step forward. Block down and step back. Yes, so I'm just getting that action as I step into that stance, blocking as I land and stepping back. It's a nice dynamic action. I'm sure you can feel it working your legs and your arms, perhaps to a lesser extent, but certainly you're getting that movement in there all the time. Good. And we can use any block in this situation. So let's do a few upper blocks. So from here, upper block goes the other way. So Downward block did this from top to bottom. Well, upper block goes from bottom to top. Okay, so from here, let's put my right hand on top and step forward and block up. And then come back and put the other one on top and block up. If you can hear a voice in the background, it's my Apple Watch. Obviously, my Apple Watch is listening to what I'm saying, it's trying to work out what I'm asking it to do. But it's not working out at the moment. Right, so then step forward, block up. Good. That's nice. Now you can really push yourself forward, really bend and drive in if you wish, or you can just do this nice and easy so that it's a gentler movement. Good. All right. So another choice that we can have, well, we can have lots of choices, but let's go look at another one. Let's move into what we call a back stance. If I turn sideways again, so when I step into a back stance, I'm going to bend here and try and lower my weight without moving it forward too much. So when I did forward stance, I pushed my weight this way. But when I do back stance, I'm going to lower my weight pretty much where it is and just extend the leg forward. All right, so from here, if I show you the other stance, weight stays pretty much where it is and drops down, and my leg goes forward. And I call this our tug of war stance. Right, so once we're in this stance, this would be the position where we had the rope in our hands and we'd be pulling backwards this way. Right, so you keep the weight on our back leg. Right, so let's just do a few of those where we step into a back stance. I'll stand sideways and you can see. Don't worry too much about form, it will come with practice. Right, but if you think in your mind's eye, you lower your weight down where you are rather than push your weight forward. Right, so here we go. Step forward with one leg, lower your weight down. Good, and then step back. Good, and then with the other leg, step forward, and back. Another leg, forward, back. Yeah, and then this is obviously going to work your legs in a slightly different way, because you're not pushing your weight forward, you're not having your quads having to break the action and put the brakes on and stop you sliding forward. But your weight drops down much more where you are. So perhaps a little bit more of a squat type workout. Good. All right, now I'll do some facing the screen and we'll put some blocks in. So let's do a side block. Now, for the sake of form, side block begins underneath as well. So if I'm going to block with my left hand, I'll put that underneath to begin with. Right, so from here I'm going to step forward with my left leg, left hand, blocked, and then just come back. Now put my right hand underneath, step forward, and block. Good. And on the side, left hand underneath, step forward, and block. Good. Left hand on top, right hand underneath, back stance, and block. Good. Side. Good. Now, if you wanted to, you could, after you've done one block, fold your arms immediately in preparation for the next one. So, for instance, you put your right hand on top, your left hand underneath, because that's what you're going to block with. And you can step forward and do the block. Then you can put this one on top, the one you've just blocked with. Change your legs, come back with the other one. Forward with the alternate leg, block this way. So forward, bring your leg back, block. Forward, bring your leg back, and block. Forward, leg back, and blocks. A couple more, forward, and blocks. Forward, step back, and blocks. Good. Well, come on, finish the move and relax. Good. So you can see how we can use those two stances to work on our activity and our movement and whatever. And the blocks that you're doing, they're good as well because they are useful blocking techniques. They're useful to stop things that are coming towards you. And if you're going to practice martial arts, you've heard me say this many times, I imagine, already. The thing that's going to attack us most in our lives with our current 21st century lifestyle is inactivity, is being lethargic, not doing things. So the thing that's going to attack us is ill health. And we're sure to have that attack us if we don't do anything. So it's all very well me showing you how to do this block. In case somebody attacks you, they grab you or they punch you. And it will work. You might need to do it a little bit harder than we've just practiced it. A little bit more energy and a little bit more aggression. But it's a good movement and it is for sure helping you against that enemy that's going to affect your health, one that's going to gradually make you obese and diabetic and all of those other things. All right, so let's do some slow punches. So I want you to put your left leg forward, make a fighting stance, so knees bent, nice and relaxed, hands up. Right, I'm going to do reverse punch with our backhand. I want you to really twist in and back. I want you to do it at this speed. I'll turn sideways, you can see perhaps a little better. So turn in, here, and back. Push in, and pull back. Yeah, nice and precisely, nice and slowly, and get a full extension, so don't just go to here. Yeah, really twist in, make your body work, make your body go through its full range of movement, and back again. Good, I'll do this sideways because I think it probably enables you to see better what we're doing. Right, so legs bent, both legs bent, be nice and wide, so we'll stance nice and wide this way, so not like this, not one foot in front of the other because that's hard to balance, so like this, yeah. We're going to punch slowly in front of us. All right, ready? 1, all the way out and all the way back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, right now I change from face the other way, then you can see me punching in the other direction. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Come on. Relax. Good. Now, I can feel that work in my legs, and my body feels very warm. I'm quite well wrapped up, to be honest with you. But I think it's a really good way to exercise, a really good way to make our bodies move. When we exercise slowly, we must make sure that we go through a long range of movement. don't do slow movement and small movement, because you're not getting either thing. Right? You need to take things through their full range of movement, and that's a much nicer thing to do. All right, now, just before we finish, let's do a slow kick. Now, whenever you kick slowly, the chances are you're going to kick low, because it's incredibly hard to kick slowly with a high kick. It requires so much muscle strength and flexibility that it's going to be challenging for you. If you can do it, great. I mean, that's lovely. But in reality, it's probably going to be slowly. And I'm going to do a front kick. I'll do it towards the screen. Just going to go up this way, push out, bend, and land, and step back. I'll do it this way as well. And you can see I'm not going to be kicking high, because when I kick slowly, I don't have the strength in my muscles to kick this high and do it slowly. And I can kick this high, okay, but I can't do it super slowly. Yeah? Okay. All right, so ready? We're going to come through with our back leg. And remember, the goal, the aim of the slow kicking is different to when we kick quickly, different to when we kick fast. Okay, ready? 1. Just put your foot down and step back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Lovely. Change legs. Okay, same thing on this side then. Nice and slowly. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Oops. 9. 10. That feels a bit quick. And come on. And relax. Okay, good. So I'm going to leave it there for today. How should you feel? What ideally should you feel tomorrow, later today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow? Well, I want you to feel as though you've done something that's a little bit more demanding than you would normally do otherwise. I don't want you to be in any pain. I don't want you to push yourself so that you're sore and stiff and you can't move, you can't do anything. But I want you to feel challenged. I want you to feel as though you're making progress. But steady progress is going to be better than you trying to do things with too much energy, too much aggression, too much energy to begin with, and then you'll either make yourselves too sore or too stiff, or you'll injure yourselves, and then you won't be able to do the next session. You think, oh, I'm not doing that anymore, it hurts too much. I would much rather you did things steadily and you build things up gradually. Okay, now, if you have anything you want to ask me, you'd like to see us do in these sessions, then message me, put some comments down below here, or message me at www.braindojo.com, and I'll get back to you, and I'll try and include those things in these sessions as long as they're suitable for everyone. When we won't always practice slowly, we'll practice faster sometimes, but slow practice is definitely something that I want you to take on board. All right, feet together, and bow. Right, hope you had a great session. I'll see you next time.